Hey guys, how's everything going? This is JSer. In this video, I want to write some code about worker. Um, yeah, I know about worker, but I never got the chance to write some heavy web applications with worker. Once I was interviewed by someone and being asked about the difference between a worker and a service worker. Sadly, I had no experience of using them, so I just said, "Hey, worker, blah blah blah," and yeah, I got rejected because I don't know much about it. I seriously doubt the interview flow that asking questions about specific knowledge because if you're not working with it, you don't know it, right? And the knowledge is cheap actually. The Yeah, I don't know work it, but if I'm going to use it, I can just look up the document and get it done. So it won't cost like several hours. So um yeah, so okay, that's off topic. Let's come back to our demo here. So what I want to do is that try to move some hypothetic uh, heavy calculation to worker to improve the performance. Okay, so we have this HTML document here. You can see that when I click the start button, there's a canvas here. When I click the start button, I would draw some text on this canvas, but I use a blocking while loop here to mimic the heavy work. So you can think that the drawing is very complex and it costs a lot of time. So let's see what happens. Okay, when I click start, you can see that the web page is just it's not responding anymore. There's input here. I cannot focus it because this while is blocking the thread. So now okay, now it's rendered and it's become responsive again. So this is not very good because I wanted to do this async, right? So but these calculation would just block the main thread. So only thing or one of the things we can do is that move this heavy work into another thread, which is the worker, and then let them do the rendering. And then when it's ready, we just get the data and the render on the canvas again. So yeah, let's do it. So I've already set up the worker.js here. So let's try. Okay. Let's create a worker first. New worker.js. Okay, it should be a string. And then I can post message to this worker, right? Okay, let's comment this out. And worker and post message. Let's say start and ask the worker to start rendering, and then when it's ready, we'll get message. So worker message should be an event here. We get the data. So the data, let's say we get the data from the worker and just rendered it again, which is not cool. We'll have a better way, but now we just get the data and render it again. Here got message from worker. Okay, we get so the bitmap. We will use the bitmap should be data, and we get the context. Get context, which should be bitmap render. Oh, I forgot what this context is. And what the canvas dot get context, I think. There's some values in it, I think. Oh yeah, bitmap renderer. Yeah, I'm getting it right. Interesting. Why don't get a suggestion here? Bit I need to use the double quote. This is something I will feed back to Code Sandbox. Okay, bitmap renderer, and then I can just transfer from image bitmap, transfer from and get the bitmap. Awesome. And then we just copy the code into worker. In worker, when the worker get a message, we need to check what the message are, right? What type of work you want to do. There might be multiple of them, so this is the message. Set switch the data, the message. You need to do some better error handling here. I'm just demoing, so I'll do some very rough way. Okay, start default. Break. In the worker, we'll use the offline canvas to help. So we create an offline canvas, const offline, let's see, offline canvas OLC. A new offline canvas. It's not offline canvas. What is it? It's off screen. Okay, got OSC off screen canvas. What's the parameter? Width, height? Okay, 200. Oh, see, we get the context. We just use the logic here. We get the context, and we do the heavy work here, and we render the text, and we get the bitmap. So equals CT OSC transfer to image bitmap, and we get the bitmap, right? When it's ready, we send the bitmap back to the main thread. So we should be post message bitmap. Cool. And we send back, and it gets the bitmap, and then we render it. Of course, we should do some message check, because for this worker, we might send multiple message. Okay, let's do that actually. Render. We check the message. All message switch data message. Case render. It means that we get the bitmap, right? So bitmap. And we get the context, and we render it. So break. Perfect. Let's give it a try. Okay, and then we reload it. And we start. You can see, still responsive. I can actually focus the input. Let's just wait for the bitmap to come back to the main thread. It seems like it's not working. Yeah, it's not working. Oh, yeah, here, got it. So it's a bit slow, but it's just demonstrate what we wanted to do. We want just move the heavy work to other thread. You can see we got message. It says the data is an object. The message is render this, and got the bitmap. So we got render the bitmap. So you might think that this is something we not good, is that the canvas here is 200, and I need to create an off-screen canvas 200 again. So it's not cool, right? This is kind of like how can I just maintain the same canvas? I have two canvas to do  which is not cool. So actually, the Chrome browser actually allow us to do something more, something even better. Is that using the same canvas? So the idea is we create a canvas in the main thread in the HTML page here, but allow the other worker to do the rendering. So you might think this is not safe, right? It's not possible because we're in different thread, but actually we can actually. But the thing is that we need to transfer the control about this canvas to the worker. So once it's transferred to the worker, the main thread cannot use it anymore. Yeah, so that's kind of like loophole, right? Like wormhole that allows some other people modify some parts, like but you don't have control. So yeah, let's do it. Because I don't actually remember the function name here, so I just comment it out. You can see here. When we get the canvas on main thread, we create an offscreen OS canvas to transfer to control to offscreen. So you don't have the control anymore. So we got this OSC, and now we need to transfer, send this control to the worker. Who has this control would be able to draw. So okay, let me send message here, message start, and we got the OSC here. So now we're sending the message together with a control, with like a handle, to worker. And when the worker get it, we can get the OSC without creating a new off-screen canvas, but get it from the data OSC. So now we can just render, get the context from this canvas, and then render it. And you know what? I don't need to post it back. I just do it and then render it, and that's it. I think it should result in the same and even better. So yeah, okay, here when we get the message, we don't anymore. We don't need to get the message here now, right? Much simpler. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I click start, it's still responsive, of course, because nothing is working on the main thread. Let's just wait. I think a few more seconds. There's something. There will be something. The worker, get context, render data OSC, post message OSC. Transfer control to off screen. So this is off screen. Oh, it's not. There's nothing being rendered. There's something wrong. There's something wrong here. Let's open in a new window to debug this. Let's open the console, and then in worker here, we log it. We got the in worker. We got the message. Let's see, what is it? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. There's some error here. When I post a message to post a message, I actually need to pass in the second parameter, which as you can see, is to tell the post message function that I need to transfer this object to this worker, because this is something I can call here. This is transferred to off screen. It doesn't mean to transfer to the worker, right? It's just to say, okay, I'm ready to transfer to somewhere else. Get it ready. Okay, I'm ready. Now you must tell me I need to transfer the control. So here I would say it should be OSC. Now it will be transferred to this worker. Let's do it again. Start. Okay, here we see I got a message and the data. OSC, off-screen canvas. It should be working. So there's some heavy work being done. Data, yeah, see? It's being rendered. And it works as before, but now the drawing happens in the worker directly. Yeah, that's it. Pretty fun, huh? Okay, to summarize, worker is a way to isolate some heavy work without blocking your main thread to make your web application more responsive. And well, it will be a little bit complex to do the data sending, receiving, right? Like you also need to serialize sometime. Okay, it can be more complex and duplicate canvas stuff. So browser actually has this transferable object that you can, like a handle. You create a handle and send the handle back to some threads like the worker, and let them do the just control the rendering, control everything, and it will make the code more concise and easier to manage. Cool. I'll create more videos about some other transferable objects. I think one of them is message channel and some other things. Yeah, I haven't looked into them yet. But anyway, hope it helps. See you next time. Bye bye.